Good afternoon, and for the Oracle reading today, I'm using the Goddess Gods and Guardians Oracle Cards deck by Sophie Bashford and artwork by Hilary Wilson. So I've drawn a wild card, which I'll put at the bottom. So this is just to give you a general guidance spiritually today. So we've got Persephone. So Persephone is a goddess of the underworld, quite fitting as we're heading into the Halloween part of the season. One of my favourite festivals. And here she's asking for new beginnings. So with the ending of the 1 year, welcomes in new, because depending on who you follow, but the Celtic Samhain or Halloween to those that aren't pagan, it can also be considered the new year rather than the traditional Christian version. So sometimes we have to dig into our core to actually descend into our depths of our shadow self to actually release growth and new change to come. And then secondly, we have Inanna, which is a Sumerian goddess, love of fertility and war. She's in a lot of pagan chants. She's one of the more well-known Sumerian goddesses. She's an earth mother, queen of heaven. So she's saying at a time where we're all feeling a bit jaded or perhaps less confident in ourselves and our skills and our ability to support ourselves, Inanna says to believe in yourself and to trust your intuition. Once self-doubt sets in place, it just sends us into the further darkness of the underworld. And then we have upside down, we just turn around, is the Star Maiden at rest, which is Asteria, which is Hecate's mother in this deck. So she sort of governs dark magic prophecy, which again is also a thing that a lot of people do at Halloween or Samhain or whatever you wish to call the festival. She's a Greek deity. She's also asking you in this card to take time to rest. Are you thinking winter time? Like the squirrels, they're sort of securing all their harvesting, they're battening the hatches down for winter. So this is about being prepared so that you can rest and you haven't got to run around like a headless chicken when the dark times of winter are coming. I mean, in the UK, the seasons are being affected by climate change, so we don't actually have winter weather at winter per se, but it's still a time of where we like to declutter. It's time to work on our shadow issues, work on promises of the spring. What do we want next year to happen or manifest for ourselves? So here she's just saying, just make sure you're in the best state you can be to actually ride out the winter months. And the wild card I've brought is Lilith, one of my favourite goddesses, a feminine icon, demonised by a lot of Orthodox religions. Lilith here is again, as we got a lot of shadow goddesses here, which is quite apt as it's nearly Halloween time and the full moon's coming before Halloween. So Lilith asks you to actually look within yourself, ask yourself those difficult questions. If you're a pagan or a witch or whatever you want to call yourself, sometimes if you walk the left-hand path, as it's sometimes called, it's sort of poo-pooed and it's like, oh, you can't get there. But this is saying, without darkness, you can't appreciate the light. So in magic as well as in life, I think you have to know and experience loss and sorrow to appreciate the gratitude and the things that you have in life around you that are positive. Lilith also asks you to assert yourself if you're feeling a bit downtrodden, whether that's in the partnership or whether that's in any situation, a career perhaps, or a workplace issue. She's basically a champion of women. She's saying, come into your own power. And again, like the snake, it's a time of shedding. It's a time of re-emerging after the winter months into the new year and to start fresh. So tie everything up you need to. don't be afraid to face those parts of ourselves which we often hide or put away in a little box and don't open again. It could be past hurt and trauma that you need to deal with before the new year. But yeah, it's don't hide from the darkness, embrace it. It's just one aspect of the whole of the cosmos. And if you only walk in the light, you only see half of the magic of the world around us. And like I said, I always say, what don't kill you makes you stronger. And I've been, personally, I've been tested quite a lot with this issue I'm having at the moment physically with my health. And I'm sure a lot of people are also in the same process. People are worrying about what the new year is going to bring, what's winter going to be like. But this is saying, don't run away from the problems and the difficulties. Stand in your own power, face what you can, change what you can. If you can't change, compromise, and then you'll be ready to shred the skin of this year and enter the next year. So thank you, cards. That was a very good interpretation, and I'm quite pleased that the darker deities came out. Obviously, Astoria is like a light goddess, but she is actually a goddess of dark magic as well. She's dual-fold, a bit like her daughter Hecate. So yeah, and as it's now raining and windy and not very nice day, I'll bid you a positive day for whatever you end up doing. I hope you're not getting caught in the bad weather, and hope you're all looking forward to Halloween.